Hi everybody, we're at Joe's shop, getting ready for the 2024 Circle Track season for Hobby Stock. We made a couple changes in motors for this year. Joe's gonna have fun. This is a fun class because it's not horrible involved like upper classes.
Yeah, I mean it's like anything is you get out what you put in. I mean we definitely aren't spending what the other guys are spending, but it's still a lot of work. I mean you're still working on a car 3-4 nights a week, and we had a couple good runs last year, and if you wanna have them good runs, you gotta put the time in the shop.
That's why we're working on a motor. Now what we've got here, and a lot of you know the story already, I built this motor last year. We started at mid-season, so we got a few races. It's a middle of the road, common, anybody can do it kind of motor, and it's really quite a cheap venture compared to what most race motors are. And the thought was, I don't know a damn thing about hobby stock motors. They got so many rules. Like in our local classes here, they can run a 480 left cam. That's not enough to say boo to. 9.5, you're allowed 9.6, but this is a 9-to-1 motor. And most motors out there, the crate are about 9-to-1. They run 602 crates, or you can build your own motor if you want. What we have here is actually left over from what I was playing, a 1969 Chevy 350. It's the pre-runner to the LT1s is what it is. And it's 30 over, so it's 325, nothing special. Running a 1970 Chevy truck head on it, just nothing special. Stuff you can get in any junkyard if you go in the back row where the weeds all grow. And this is really what this is. So we're gonna just jump in. We just had to move the distributor a couple teeth because it was a little off. The motor has ran this morning. So we're gonna play with that just a little bit. And we're just gonna keep running and rolling and get this done. You gotta have a hat on a carburetor.
Yeah.
Normally it's not a baseball cap.
Everyone's gonna have a carburetor guy.
Okay, let's hit that starter and see how hard that kicks there. That's about normal, that's all they do. Okay, distributor's locked out, guys. And what that means, it's got no vacuum advance. It's got no mechanical advance. This is generally a circle track setup. And so, whatever you got your timing, 2000, it's gonna be that way right on up through your range. Okay, this works pretty good. We can get some advantages if we went to a mechanical advance and started chasing that a little bit. But this, you're never gonna have weights fly apart if you don't have weights. This this is something that's important to me. To be able to win in this type of racing, this is endurance racing, I'm sorry. This is the way I look at it. You have to be able to finish to win. if you have something that's so complicated of a setup for you, you don't totally understand, like weights. If weights fly apart, you're done. You're done. But these motors, even with low compression, are hard to start hot. You gotta pump the gas a couple times and they'll go ahead and light right back up and kind of go from there. Okay, we're gonna give you a little walk around with the car here in a minute and kind of show how these cars are actually put together. Now, Joe gave us a plaque for giving him a little bit of a hand, a little nudge up. Now, I'm going to tell you a little something, Joe, that you don't know. You know, for 40 years, I've helped these people with race cars, occasionally off and on.
Yep.
And this, believe it or not, is the first time anybody's gave me a memento.
Really?
You didn't know that.
I didn't know that. No, that gives you a warm fuzzy feeling. Right?
Yeah. We're willing to spend a few $1,000s every year just to get one of these.
Yeah.
Damn right.
Yeah.
It's a nice thank you. You know, thank yous are great. Joe's good at that. I mean, he appreciates help from everybody that helps him, and you know, with sponsors, just like normal. Which we're gonna cover the sponsors and stuff. The problem is, I know it's nice to lose weight on these race cars, but most people don't just take the dang old body off.
Well, so we ended up the end of February. We went down to Florida. We took the car down. There's a big race down in Henry County Motorsports Park.
At Clewiston,
Florida, yeah, bottom of Lake Okeechobee. And me and my buddy Conklin and I decided to go down and went down, didn't qualify, didn't have very much luck, but we had a lot of fun. We learned a lot. It's a long ways to go to race. I don't know if we'll ever do that again, but we did meet a lot of good people. Got a couple contacts down there, a couple good dudes that we met, and got some intel that's probably going to help us come this race season, I hope. And the fact that maybe we could get a little bit more speed out of this heavy lead sled and have some fun.
The one thing I've known for a long time, them Southern boys got a leg up on us.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot different. I mean, the track and everything down there, and then the way they kind of drive it. But it opens your eyes in the fact that we're not the only people racing. I mean, when you go that far and you see kind of what they're doing, it's a lot different technology, I guess I'd say. And
yes, it is.
It's kind of eye opening for a small town. Like running a Woodhall, you go down there for $21,000 to win. There's some pretty serious people that pull in, so.
Yeah, here, and the purse isn't very large. It'll cover your fuel and maybe your hot dogs afterwards or something. But that's not why everybody races. There's a lot of legacy for racing at Woodhall. It's been a track there for a long time. And we're going to let Joe just give you a run around. It's a perfect opportunity to see how these cars are put together, how simple they are. This is bare bones racing. So I'm going to let Joe take this.
Yeah, so pretty much it's just a metric stock Monte Carlo frame that we decided a couple years back that we were going to build. Put it on jack stands and then just started, I had another cage that I used, pretty much cut it right down to nothing, and then started building off of it. Didn't really know what I was doing, just kept looking at, the last car I had and trying to make a 6'5", 320-pound guy fit in a car. And it definitely, it was interesting. There's definitely some things I would change. It's a pretty old car. I mean, we built it in the winter of 2019, so safety's the big thing. I mean, 1 3/4 cage, a lot of 1 3/4 in this, where most cars are 1.5 inches. When I built it, I wasn't scared of the weight. I was more scared of, bent in the front end or something. So it's a little bit rigid, but pretty simple. I mean, we got a 22 gallon fuel cell in it. Obviously we run the DOT tires. And we got a little bit of weight in the back for your rear percentage, and I mean they're a lot of fun. You can kind of, there's a lot of steel in it, so you can kind of beat and bang a little bit, and it's not a lot of work to bend a fender out or something. But I just got another body painted, so that was what we were doing here. We took the body off to put a new one on after Florida. Gonna get that wrapped this week, and then we're going to the Arnott Mall show for Woodhall Raceway. Be down there for this coming weekend. Should be a good time. Usually get a chance to, you know, get with all your friends and hang out for a little bit, and everyone shows the car off. It's a good time. So after we get done, probably today, we'll put the body on it, and then it'll go get some stickers put on it, and pretty much be ready to go.
Okay, so we set the motor up for Woodall to be legal for this next year. The next process, tonight, you're pulling the motor.
Yeah, hopefully have the motor pulled, put on a stand for you.
Yeah.
And then start putting the body back on.
And there's a couple little things we'll do before we dyno, nothing big, just checks. We're gonna be dynoing that. We'll probably show the dyno session. What we're looking for is I want 2 motor setups. If it becomes a problem, I want where it's a tacky track setup, it's got lots of traction. Where does the motor need to do it? It's gotta be simple. And we want dry slip track motor setup. I want these setups to be done just as easy as anything you change. We're not taking anything apart. We're basically, I want to keep it where that we're doing distributor changes, minor, very minor, or carburation changes that are very minor. Because you wouldn't believe how much of a change it is, just a few degrees, or a jet change. You can fatten up a couple, 2 or 3 numbers, and you can pull off 15 horsepower just like that with a motor. I mean, it's safe and more. You don't lean them out, that'd be bad. We dealt with that last year. We had trouble chasing the jetting, chasing carburation, and breaking up. And there's some of you noticed that during that feature win, which was the second time we raced it, the engine was breaking up. We were 20-25% down on horsepower. And it managed to keep ahead of the second place car, which is a good thing. And
got lucky ones.
Yeah, you can't count on that.
No.
And so we're doing that. Now, this is a first, build a little motor for me like this. I've never done it. So I'm learning I'm having a ball, which is a pretty cheap venture. We got another first coming, guys. We're going to be doing a Vortec headed motor. And it'll be the whole Vortec motor, okay? I think we're going to cover some of the build if you have the interest. I see a lot of you was asking about it. And yeah, we got no problem, we got no secrets. I can show what I know. I'm old school, I like these old motors, but I'm not a dinosaur yet either. We're gonna get our feet wet with the Vortex stuff. And Joe, it's gonna be a fun season.
Oh yeah, can't wait. Definitely gonna be a lot of fun. I'm getting pretty excited. I know the last couple months have been kind of crazy, going to Florida, coming back, putting the Woodhall parts back in it, doing the body, painting the body, getting the vinyl on it, going to the mall show. So hopefully here in the next couple weeks we can hit the track. And even I just went Friday and Saturday. I had to go to school. I went to school for 2 days. Close Racing Supply, Bob Harris Enterprises puts on a race knowledge class for 2 days. Learn, you're never too, I mean, you can always learn. You're never too old to learn, so I did the class back in 2020. And then we just went and did it again this last weekend and learned quite a bit. That class, it's 2 days from 8 o'clock till 4 or 5 o'clock at night, and it's really informational. Especially with me, I don't know everything. You know, I'm still trying to learn, and it's tough with these stock cars that you can't really do a lot. So, you know, Close Racing Supply had it at their facility, which is state of the art, and it was really good information, and hopefully, like you said, we could have some better luck this year and with what we learned. So,
Well, I'm gonna tell you what, there's one thing the first thing is about this stuff, learn how to learn.
yeah,
And,
ask lots of questions.
yeah, and you'd be surprised who will help you. And, these schools are really good. I had the opportunity to, this was a long time ago, go to a driving school.
Okay.
And,
I think the kid's coming in.
that,
Driving school?
yeah, I can get a car around track now, you ain't never seen it.
Yeah.
But guess what happened? I started going slower, hitting the marks. I learned, I didn't even know what the marks were. Once I learned where the marks were, oh my, did that ever change?
Yeah, there's different phases of the corner, phase 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah. Okay, that's it, guys. See you next time. Goodbye.